Yes, I would like the chocolate flavor, please. What a lovely way to relax after a long day of making vids. Holy there's a giant portal in the sky! What are those figures? Minecraft mobs? What's that? Hello, my lovely viewer. You never expected that a day like that would come, did you? A giant portal appears out of thin air and rains 100 Minecraft mobs on Earth. These mobs are hostile, and they have only one goal: erasing mankind. You're all wondering now, can 100 Minecraft mobs really succeed in erasing 7 billion human beings? Well, I did the research and found the answers that your brains are trying so hard to guess. Before giving you the answer, let me introduce myself. I am Professor Smiley Smiles, a professional Google searcher. I have been using Google to get information ever since I was a little brat. I have experience which allows me to distinguish between true knowledge and fake waifu ads. Returning to our main topic, is there a Minecraft mob that can really end humanity? I was able to find the answer to that question, and let me tell you, it's absurd. The first mob that pops up to mind when you think of power is none other than the Ender Dragon. She is indeed the final boss of Minecraft, so it's natural to think that she's the strongest mob too. But are 100 dragons enough to end humanity? Surprisingly, the answer is no. Beating the Ender Dragon is very difficult, and not many Minecraft players achieve it. But unlike what most people think, the reason behind the difficulty of that fight is not the dragon's raw power, but it's the dimension where the fight takes place. The end. The end complements the dragon's fighting style. The dragon's attack don't deal much damage on their own, but they deal the player massive knockback. The battle arena is a floating island in the middle of the void, which gives the dragon a major advantage. The Ender Dragon doesn't have much health or armor, but the End Crystals are there to help her regenerate any health she loses. Fighting the Ender Dragon is like fighting a man with a flamethrower in the woods, where the smallest flame can start a forest fire. But what would happen if you fight that same man in a damp cave? His fire wouldn't be able to do the damage it was able to do in the forest. That's exactly the case with our Ender Dragon. If 100 dragons rampage around the city, they would cause a lot of damage. But when the tanks and jets arrive, the dragons would be a part of history. An attack of only 100 dragons would definitely fail. But what about 100 zombies? You know, there are way more devastating ways to cause damage other than brute force. A physical attack on humans would fail, but what about a biological one? We all know the COVID-19 pandemic tragedy. The cursed virus was able to take over 6 million lives in just 3 years. Now let's look back at the Minecraft zombie. We know for sure that zombies aren't born that way. They carry a certain disease which made them the way they are. The best proof of that is the zombie's ability to infect villagers and transform them. One zombie is enough to infect a whole city. That means 100 zombies are plenty enough to cause an entire apocalypse. So 100 zombies sounds like a reasonable answer? I mean, it would be if they were 100 movie zombies and not 100 Minecraft zombies. Minecraft zombies have a major weakness. They burn in the sun. A few seconds under it is enough to turn a zombie to ashes. If 100 zombies try to start an apocalypse and end humanity, a sunrise would do the job of stopping them. So humanity can survive magical dragons and zombie viruses. That leaves only one mob that might be capable of erasing mankind. A creature that is purely made for destruction. I'm talking about the wizard boss. The wizard is extremely hostile. It targets any living entity at sight and starts chasing it. It keeps attacking that entity until it's no more, bringing destruction along its way. If you decide to fight the wizard, you can damage it easily with a bow and arrow, but the fight keeps getting difficult as it goes on. The wizard becomes stronger, entering a state where it's unaffected by ranged weaponry. The only way to damage the wizard in this state is to get close enough to land melee hits, all while trying to survive its deadly explosions and withering effect. A single wizard boss is pretty deadly, so imagine trying to stand against the 100. Looks like the wizard is the most likely mob to destroy humanity. But there's one little detail that's preventing it from succeeding. The human arsenal is very modern. At our present days, there are robots that are designed for combat. The wizard is pretty strong, but it's not invincible. The fight will probably be a machine versus monster fight, not a human versus monster fight. In the end, 100 Minecraft mobs are not enough to make a creature as smart as man go extinct. What? That's impossible. How did I overlook such an important detail? If we calculate this and multiply that with the y-axis of a baked potato, we would get... Haha! I found it! My lovely audience, I finally found it. I found the one Minecraft mob that can really rival humanity. That one Minecraft mob is...
Steve!
Yes, you heard me right. It's none other than Steve! Or to be more clear, the Minecraft player. Let me explain. The players are truly the strongest creatures in Minecraft. They can heal from fatal wounds and lava burns by just eating ordinary food. They can easily run and jump while holding over 1,000 cubic meters of iron. They can break stone and obsidian with their bare fists. The player's true power is overlooked, but there's one ability that makes the player stand out from other Minecraft mobs. It's the player's ability to respawn. If the players were somehow beaten, they can just rise from the dead and try again. If 100 players decide to rule the earth, they will easily succeed. They can erase humanity without breaking a sweat. Now you know, if a giant portal ever appears up in the sky, just hope that whatever comes out of it is not a group of angry Minecraft players. You watched the vid all the way through the end. You must be a dedicated person. Since you're here, would you mind beating out of the subscribe button for me? Now, as a reward for your dedication, my lovely viewer, here is a super secret sneak peek for my upcoming vid.